This video is part one of our Networking with Professionals workshop. The workshop builds upon the Achieve a Connection workshop you completed in SBC 1990, incorporates all that you've learned and experienced since then, and also adds in professional industry volunteers for feedback. We will not go over this information in class so that we can maximize the time spent networking in small groups while we're in class together. This video includes the information here in the left column, and then in class, you'll be grouped with one of our professional volunteers to practice and hone your elevator pitch. Be prepared to both give and receive feedback from classmates and business professionals. Everything you need to prepare is in the Networking with Professionals folder on Moodle. Please come to class well prepared and follow the business casual dress code suggestions to give a great first impression. Think about the places you network today and in the near future. Some networking interactions are formal and some are more informal. Informal situations might include SBA meet and greets in Elliott Hall and some forms of social media. Don't hesitate to reach out on LinkedIn to people you want to connect with. Look up profiles of people at companies you're interested in. Some of these are considered more formal situations, and they might call for professional or business attire, a polished resume, and a prepared elevator pitch to introduce yourself. In these situations, the purpose is very clear to both you and the people you're meeting with. These formal interactions include interviews, SBA, career and life design, career fairs, and other events, some Achieve events, especially in SBC 3990, and some student org events. LinkedIn is typically thought of as more formal or professional than other forms of social media, though sometimes those lines are blurred these days. You still want to maintain professionalism on LinkedIn and refrain from posting personal information that's not career related. Many times we don't think of interviews as networking situations, but even this formal interaction expands your network. You never know where your next opportunity might come from. Post-interview, be sure to always send thank yous to anyone on the hiring committee, and at this time you can reach out on LinkedIn and ask to connect. Think about all of the people in your network and make conscientious choices to represent who you are as a person. At work, even if the job you're at isn't a long-term fit, there are always still opportunities. Look for mentors whose opinions and insight you respect. Ask questions and be willing to learn new skills. I bet many of you already have stories about how someone that you know at work or through work has helped you reach a goal. Then here at school, everyone on this list is a potential part of your professional network. Focus especially on student organizations, classmates, and faculty. These are great connections and can provide excellent advice. Work at making and maintaining relationships while you're here at OU. I can't even count anymore how many students have had doors opened because of connections made here. These social type situations, just be sure you're always still keeping it professional. And then we all have personal networks. You don't really have to work at this one. This is natural. These are the people that are closest to you. It's just important to know that having a strong network means being a good communicator. And that means not only paying attention to what you say, but also listening carefully and paying attention to nonverbal feedback. But although we always hear that networking and finding opportunities isn't about what you know, it's who you know, it's actually more than that. It's about who knows you. And even further, do they like you? Do they respect you? Do they trust you? That's when the real opportunities start to happen. It's not enough for us to just know a lot of people. It's all about our reputation. There's a great TED Talk in the Moodle folder in the networking module that is from Clementina Sula, and she talks about having a networking mindset. It's a worthwhile watch if you're interested in learning more about how to be a good networker. Think long-term though. It's not just about getting a job or an internship or even boasting 500 plus connections. It's about communicating and building relationships, and it goes both ways. Sometimes you may need help from your network, and sometimes you may be in a position to make connections and help other people. Are you a trustworthy person? Can people count on you? Do you have a work ethic and integrity that people look up to? These are typically the qualities that we look for in our own mentors, leaders, and friends. So they should be qualities we look to also build in ourselves. You've been working on a basic elevator pitch for a while now, so this is your chance to really make a succinct introduction and get some feedback. Think again about your transferable skills and how what you know beyond the technical skills needed to do your job that include critical thinking, problem solving, communication, teamwork and collaboration, etc. All the core competencies that employers look for that we've been focusing on throughout the Achieve program. So it's useful to take another look and assess yourself in these areas. Behavioral interview questions come from these 8 categories as well. So how can you incorporate your top skills along with some of these other categories into your elevator pitch? Again, be sure to check all of the resources in the Networking with Professionals module on Moodle. It's important to understand that it's not only the words you say, but how you say them. These are important tips for when you're meeting new people. Notice that most interviewers report that they know who they'll want to hire within 30 seconds based on body language. Being well prepared will make you more confident, as well as understanding social cues for when it's time to speak and when it's time to listen. On the workshop day, you'll be randomly placed in a breakout group, 3 or 4 students and 1 business professional. Our volunteers are from many different industries, and you'll all have the opportunity to present your pitch and give feedback from both the professional and your classmates. You will all then refine and pitch multiple times. Be prepared, but don't be overly rehearsed or read from a script. It's also useful to use Big Interview for practice. You can find a link through Handshake. Our professionals are also willing to help you understand what will be expected of you in your professional career. So if time allows, feel free to ask questions beyond just the pitch. If you're not yet active on Handshake and LinkedIn, we encourage you to look into both of these important platforms. Once your resume is finalized, you should plan to post on Handshake so our OU recruiters have access. Then you should also update your background and skills on LinkedIn and keep them updated. If you're unsure about either of these tools, you can make an appointment with the SBA Career and Life Design Center on Handshake, and they can go into detail with you how to make your profile stand out. They also offer free professional headshots in North Foundation Hall. If you're looking for internship or career opportunities, or even just want to meet people and expand your networks, attending student organization events, career fairs, and stopping by meet and greet tables are all ways to grow your confidence and find opportunities. We also have a closed LinkedIn group for Achieve students and our professional volunteers. This is an easy way to start making connections here in the school business and beyond. Now, get your elevator pitch ready and prepare to introduce yourselves in class.